views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Behind this gate, cut off from the world of reality, lurks a world of madness, a world filled with brutality, a world of Frankensteins. Dr. Frankenstein, maker of monsters, creates the most monstrous nightmare of all. Only the most insane mind could give birth to it. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell. From Paramount Pictures. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Uncle Shady, what was that? I don't know, Leroy. Let's go outside. Yo, slow down now. There might be radiation or something out there. You would just shut up.
Oh, it looks like an alien spacecraft.
Why would an alien crash their ship in the back of our yard? Maybe they wanted free parking. There ain't no free parking signs around here. What if that's that E.T. fella? E.T., the extra Terminator? No, man, the extraterrestrial, man. Oh, look, something's happening. There's a door opening up. Anybody got a light? Yeah, here you go, man. Why do you want a light? Well, if we're gonna make first contact, I'd like to have my nerves in place, you know? Yo, man, that's a good idea. You wanna give me one of them? Listen here, get your own smokes. This might be the end of the world, and this is all I got.
Oh, something's coming.
Welcome, people of Earth, to Inside the Mothership with Alien Stone.
Great. Potheads from outer space.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Welcome and greetings from beyond the grave. Don't try to run, don't try to hide, because you have just been abducted for a very special Halloween edition of Inside the Mothership.
Violence continues to rage throughout the city today as more reports of attacks come in every minute. What we first thought to be a massive riot has now been identified as something far more chilling. State law enforcement officials have released a statement indicating that bodies of the recently deceased have been returning to life and attacking the living. All citizens are urged to remain indoors and avoid all contact with the assailants. The National Guard has been called in to set up specially equipped rescue stations throughout the city. Stay tuned to this broadcast for locations as they are made available.
And now all you frightful boys and ghouls, here is your host, Alien Stone.
All right, everybody, welcome. You've been beamed aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership for the special Halloween edition. welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Have we got Sir Martin of Mad on the line?
Willkommen.
Yes.
What's going
got Sir
on?
Martin of Mad. All right, so it is time for the Halloween edition. We got lots of fun Halloween stuff set up. I've got some topics to talk about of Halloween things. And of course, the epic Halloween edition of Just a Few Questions.
Epic.
It's going to be epic.
Epic.
Well,
Can you feel it? See it?
You're pretty quiet
Hear it
today there,
if you
Sir
can.
Martin.
Yeah, I can actually hear all the sound effects, so I'm not altogether too sure what the crack is. But let me just do some tweaking.
Okay.
Oh,
See it.
Oh, he's
sweet
gonna be
swag.
tweaky. Don't tweak your nipples though. You'll
Why
get
should I do
distracted.
Snapping the goose.
that? Don't spoil my fun. There we go. How's that? Is that any better?
Yeah, sure.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Welcome, my pretties.
Yeah, we got you.
There you
All
go.
right, excellent, excellent.
Happy Halloween and many Samhain blessings to you all.
I think it's the first
What's
time I've
going on
actually
there?
had a show on Halloween. It's always been around Halloween, but never actually on Halloween.
That's pretty cool. Happy Halloween, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt Grams, what's going on over there in UK for Halloween? You got any special traditions that you guys take part in? Do?
Sacrifices, I suppose. Sacrifices, always the sacrifice.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not really. Probably the same as anybody. Pumpkin carving, scaring the crap out of people. Halloween parties, as I was at on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
dressed
cool.
up I painted myself all red, and I was literally the devil.
He was red all over.
Hmm.
My thought was like this: though, who was the piss poor recipient of the job of painting your body red?
Yeah.
Who had to rub
But
you?
that was actually me.
Oh. So it's just business as usual.
Right.
Yeah.
Except now you were caught red-handed.
Oh,
Oh, the-
wagga wagga.
Igor's lube, Satan red-colored.
Awesome stuff. No, it's pretty much the same as anywhere else, I do believe. That's it, unless you're pagan. I'm pagan. We do a bit of a
pagan?
a bit of a
What?
ritual. Yes, pagan.
Oh,
Pagan, okay.
I thought you said you were pagan.
Prepare to peg? Peg on?
No,
or
no,
peg
no,
in?
no,
What
no.
type of
Into-
crap are
into
you
witchcraft,
into,
but
man?
not that kind, because that's just weird.
Right. That's not that good. That's just weird.
So yeah, burning candles, sacrificing small human beings,
Small human beings. Does that mean you're sacrificing a baby?
sacrificing someone.
Or just a midget?
In a diaper.
A short person.
Midgets are really hard to chase after.
I don't know.
Don't ask me how I know this.
Well, what it is once you get to them, they just they duck and roll, and then you trip over them. That's what it is. you know?
So how about you guys over there? Is there anything spectacular that goes on upon this eve of Halos?
I'm going to stand on the roof of my house and throw eggs at kids. That's what I decided I'm going to do.
So next week he'll be incarcerated.
Nice.
I'm going to aim for the parents.
He'll definitely be incarcerated
Okay.
or hospitalized.
Fix your kids now. I want my orders right when I get older.
Right. So, like I said, we got music for the Vajir holes. We got comedy for your soul. We've got the brand spankinest new episode of Just a Few Questions on the way. And oh my God, I have no idea how I'm going to get through it.
Brand spankinest.
Brand spankinest newest.
Brand spankinest.
Yep. And also, it's since it's Halloween time, I've got some topics here that we can talk about. We'll be talking about things like, of course, carving and painting jack-o'-lanterns and classic monsters like the werewolf, mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein, haunted houses, hay rides, corn mazes, and zombie shoots, trick-or-treating as a kid, and how you see trick-or-treating today. It's not the same thing.
Not even close.
Not even close. It's a joke now.
Yeah.
Best and worst candies that you loved and hated. And, of course, what Halloween and horror movies have you been watching this month? They've all been on, so which ones have you been focusing in on, if any? And, of course, totally unrelated to Halloween, I'm going to add this to your punchlines when you come up later on. California condors they're having virgin births. Yes.
I saw that. I was like, what the hell? And then I thought, I bet you £100 Alien's going to mention this on his show.
I mean, when you see a headline, California condors can have virgin births, I'm like, that's on the show. That will be on the show. So we should start things off with music for the Vajir holes like we always do before we get into trouble. Oh, let's go ahead and get into trouble, since we can, with Hell's Abyss.
Yes.
Courtesy of Sir Martin of Mad on the other side of the planet. So here's Trouble, Hell's Abyss on Inside the Mothership.
Right. Sarah with the long red hair. Wanted to see what was under there. Told her we should play some hide and seek. And if I find her, I get to be. Said she really wanted some Tootsie Rolls. Gave a few quotas, she was good to go. Well, I like the bad girls, they like me. Especially when I'm spending my money. I tell them what to do, they do it for me. That fun don't come for free, yeah. Few years down the road, now I'm 17. Living with my mom's, my room wasn't too clean. Hanging out, chilling, not doing a thing. When Nikki and Renee came by to hang. Said they wanted liquor and cigarettes. I said I like to see two topless girls kiss. Took them down to Queens and got them smokes and some booms. Came back and told my mom we'd be in my room. Well, I like the bad girls, they like me. Especially when I'm spending my money. I tell them what to do, they do it for me. That fun on for free, yeah. Now I'm in my 20s, strip clubs I roll. So I decide to go with this girl I know. This girl I'm with, the door swings both ways. She's telling me she really wants to play. We meet this little dancer by the name of Kim. So I start buying dances and leaving fat tips. Buy a few rounds and tell her she should come home. 2 went in, 3 leave, what do you know? I like the bad girls, they like me. Especially when I'm spending my money. I tell them what to do, they do it for me. That fun don't go for free, yeah. I like the bad girls, 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 and they like my money, yeah.
I know that he was ill the day we just stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear, Claude Rains, the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam. Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space, and this is how the message ran. Science fiction, double feature, Dr. X will build a creature. See android fighting, Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Whoa, 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 whoa. At the late night double feature picture show. Leo Scarrow was over a barrel with the regular to the hills. And I really got hot when I thought that it got fired and dripping in the poison to kill. Gave the edges to bruise, gave him the bruise, and I could not be a drop of skill. But when worlds collide, they put nothing aside. Give you some terrible thrill. Like a science fiction, double feature, Dr. X will build a creature. See androids fighting, Brad and Janet, and Francis stars in Forbidden Planet. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the late night double feature picture show. I wanna go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To the late night double feature picture show by a Mayo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To the late night double feature picture show in the back row. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To the late night
Andy Warhol's Frankenstein, rated X, is here.
Walt Disney's turning in his grave.
Newsweek magazine says Andy Warhol's Frankenstein is a perversely fascinating movie.
Very bloody. Gory. It was a trip.
Playboy says swooping bats, severed limbs, human entrails, a hideous decapitating gadget, and some well-turned breasts and buttocks are among the treats that slither off the screen.
Yeah, I think it's a type of movie I've never seen before. Sickening. I think it was an excellent film.
Judith Christ in New York magazine says Andy Warhol's Frankenstein has some very funny things going for it.
If you like Andy Warhol, you like Frankenstein, you like X-rated movies, you like it's freaky movies. It's a really freaky movie.
Andy Warhol's Frankenstein from Bryanston Pictures, rated X, under 17 not admitted.
Happy Halloween!
Hey, what's up? What are you doing here, Bat Freak? I've come to fight the aliens. Did you bring Superman? No. Yo, did you bring that Black Widow lady? No. How about the Hulk? You brought the Hulk, right? I don't have his number. How about Captain Caveman? Doctor Strange? Oh, I forgot him. What about Wonder Woman? You bring her? At least to be a hot chick at the end of the world? She didn't answer my text. Uh-huh. What about Stormy from the X-Pawn?
I think you mean Storm from the X-Men.
Oh, yeah, she's cool, too. What about Dr. Doolittle? He didn't answer.
I guess it's time.
This is Big League.
Inside the Mothership with Alien Stone.
Anybody got a beer?
This is the peak hour for stoned teenagers.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. The gravitational plates are gravitating, the inertia canceller is canceling, and the deflector array is deflecting.
Excuse me?
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the Mothership with Alien Stone.
All right, folks, it's time for the Halloween punchlines. As always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. And now, with the Halloween edition of the punchlines, our own Sir Martin of Mad.
Thank you. Oh dear, I've got to stop doing that. Woman who married ghost of 300-year-old pirate says her beliefs are no different to believing in God. Amanda,
can I get an amen?
Amanda Ladge Teague was meditating the first time she said she met the ghost of a 300-year-old Hayatan pirate. She thought he was rude to interrupt her solitude, so she told him to leave. Then he showed up again. The third time he visited Mrs. Teague of Northern Ireland said she decided to talk with him. Probably had too much poutine. She communicated with the ghost for several months. Miss Teague said she became convinced that he was Jack Teague, who she later claimed had inspired the character of Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
But why is all the rum gone? They drank it.
The ghost of a drunken pirate.
Dear. Mrs. Teague's belief, which fall under the umbrella of New Age spirituality, aka bullshit, tests the boundaries of what types of faith people in Western cultures are willing to accept. The expert says Mrs. Teague's story is an outliner and not representative of most New Age spirituality. Very much like the left when they eat themselves. The range of belief, which includes reincarnation and astrology, is more common among Americans than it may seem. Miss Teague told the Washington Post, a reputable rag, that she started exploring spirituality. Yeah, but that's not the only thing. After a 3-month-old son, Thomas, died of sudden infant death syndrome in 2010. She considered herself agnostic until then, but afterward felt compelled to figure out her beliefs. Her journey of spiritual discovery led her, she said, to marry Jack in early 2016 on a boat on the Atlantic Ocean. In a ceremony officiated by a self-described shaman. She then added Teague to her last name. Yeah. The world gets scarier and weirder and weirder and weirder. Yep. Right, I got another one for you. Creepy Halloween. Creepy clown, terrorizes people on street, leaving Brits stuck at home for Halloween. Pussies. A man dressed as Stephen King's Pennywise, depicted in the movie It, has been caught on video in Margate, Kent, amongst other towns, terrorizing locals, and has become a bit of a local celebrity. So, Margate is pretty much a old people's refuge, really, like various other coastal towns here in the United Kingdom. So someone obviously got really bored and decided to go, you know what? I'm going to scare you all. Oh dear. So let me have a look. Right, so the prankster has also been spotted in Broadstairs and Ramsgate, various different parts of the UK, and even has his own Facebook page where he encourages locals to come and find him. One post reads, I'm unable to post anything or put up on any updates at the moment. I'll be lurking in and around Ramsgate this evening. Come say hi.
Hello!
Dear me. So, have you, with all crime and everything that's going on, this is a bit scary and also a bit weird. You can now buy a sex toy that's safe to hide valuables during a break-in.
Okay, I'm gonna comment on this real quick.
Okay.
And it just like this, you know. If I was to rob somebody's house, okay, and I found a sex toy, that'd be the last thing that I'd be touching in that house. As far as so, if you want to hide
so
something,
after you get
that's
everything
brilliant.
else, then you'd go back and touch it.
No.
You said it was the last thing.
Well,
you
I
touch.
wouldn't be touching it. I
Okay.
wouldn't go for it. I wouldn't inspect it. I would move on to other things.
Gotcha.
Okay, is what I'm meaning by that conversation.
So what you're saying is you should get one and hide money in it.
Exactly. That's freaking brilliant.
And,
All right, go on.
What you should actually do also is like put a little Igor's lube on the tip of it and a couple random hairs.
That's what I'm saying.
like a couple, yeah.
Just a couple.
Just like a couple pubes stuck on the end there, like it's left over.
Put
like
a
you didn't wash
scratch
it.
and sniff sticker on it.
Yeah. Damn. They might leave and not take anything else in the house either.
That's it. Put a little
What
bit
a
of brown
scratch
stuff.
and
That's
sniff. Who the
Johnny
heck
Ann.
thinks of that? Oh,
Right on the shaft.
What
there.
is wrong with you? Oh, I said that. My bad. It's true. We can play it back. It's on the internet. All right, go on with the thing. I'm just saying.
I know, right?
That's the
So,
perfect
sex
spot to
toy
hide your
maker-
valuables.
A sex toy maker has redesigned one product to turn it into a decoy safe to hide valuables during a break-in after noticing no one wanted to touch his
A
items.
shotgun dildo. Oh, add it to the list.
Realizing the hidden potential. Wow.
I'm sorry. I totally didn't mean to ruin your day, man.
Oh, you're going to love this. So Brian Sloan, the inventor of the, wait for it, Auto Blow, once showed the product he designed to a family member, and they refused to touch it as they feared he had used it. Yeah, until his back was turned.
I had a girl with that nickname once. What is wrong with it? Oh.
Too many this would have knocked their confidence, but not Brian, as he realized for the first time that his products disgusted people, which was a hidden attribute he could use to his advantage, as the Daily Star reports. So he modified the erotic contraption, and soon the Auto Blow decoy safe was launched. Giggity, which is marked as effective against burglars when covered in your lubricants.
Okay, and again, I'm not saying, because I have never, ever, ever broken into anybody's house before. I'm not a thief. That's not what I do. However, I'm thinking cat burglar on this. And again, man, if I was to see sex toys and stuff, why would I go for those? I don't want those.
No.
That'd be the perfect spot to hide stuff.
It's so greasy.
It's just,
I didn't take the dildo because it kept on slipping out my hands.
What you do too is when you get it good and greasy and you sit it down in a spot, pick it up and sit it down in a couple other spots so it leaves a couple of like pecker tracks. So it looks like you've been using it multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
Pecker tracks, snail tracks, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, and this is all I've got. Okay, this is all I got so far. We can work on this later. Okay, Igor's sex toy safe. You got the version for the women where they can carry around with them is the vagina vault. We already have the prison wallet and Igor's dildo defense, decoy security. That's what I got.
Nothing says back off than being beaten to death by a 12-inch black rubber dildo.
No, but if you saw
filled with $10 in quarters,
a black rubber dildo, why can't it be a pink rubber dildo?
Right.
Also, with a suction cup can be on the side of your car to smack.
Yeah, don't use the wrong one because then you'll give the jerk on the road all your cash.
Yes.
Gotta be careful.
Wait, with the Igor's Road Rage.
Road Rage Rod.
Yes, there you go. Igor's Road Rage Rod. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You got people driving like. Show them by just waving. Igor's Road Rage Rod. Show them how much they're being a pecker.
And here's something very, very scary, finally, for you, gentlemen. McDonald's customers furious as iconic chicken legend removed from menu.
What? What chicken?
What iconic chicken? Yeah. Not that we go to McDonald's for chicken, but go on.
Right.
It's like going there for a salad.
Yeah. Can I have a salad, please? Yes, that'll be $9.50.
I shall have a portion of your apple chunks, please.
Yeah. Where the hell goes McDonald's for a salad? I want to slap that person in the frickin' dome.
McDonald's customers have been left furious as the iconic chicken legend has been removed from the menu due to supply issues. Fans of the popular fried chicken burger are up in arms as one branded the fast food chain as out of order and another threatened to riot due to the shortage. It does go on, but it can't be out.
Riot.
The great McDonald's chicken sandwich riot of 2021.
Because it's McDonald's fault that the chicken farmers ran out of steroids and they couldn't beef up the chicken enough, and the quality went a little downhill. You know, it's not their fault.
It accidentally went
uphill.
uphill.
Go get your tumor somewhere else.
Right.
And that, ladies and
hormones.
gentlemen, has been the punchline.
Yes, the punchline for everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a short break, a pause in the action for station identification. When we come back, it'll be the second half of Hour Number 1.
Number 1! Oh, sorry, just kidding.
More music for the material.
That was more from my man, Mad Martin. With love.
We'll talk more Halloween stuff. And, maybe we're on a roll here inventing new products for Igor's Empire, so maybe we'll do that too. When we return!
I'm liking the Road Rage Rod. I want to patent that bitch today.
What's the rod called? What people used to it help them find water? A divine? What's that called?
That's a divine rod. Yeah, you need two of those.
It's the same thing. You just put Igor's flaccid divining rod, and when it hardens in the right direction,
it'll curl over to the right. It'll curl over to the left.
That's right. If it curves to the left, that's where it is. You go to the left. I'm just saying.
What was the line? What was the line in Beverly Hills Cop 2? Just follow your dick. All right, pause in the action for station identification.
We'll be back after this. Go nowhere. It's Halloween, yo.
Imagine, if you will, that the most frightening things on Earth are about to come out of the darkness. They will look surprisingly like your neighbors, your friends, your family.
This situation must be controlled before it's too late. They are multiplying too rapidly.
Now accept the fact that there's no escaping the awful consequences.
We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. Dawn of the Dead.
They must be destroyed on sight.
There is nothing you can do to stop it. It's too late. It's coming to a theater near you. Dawn of the Dead contains scenes of violence that may be considered shocking. No one under 17 will be admitted. Dawn of the Dead from United Film Distributing Company. For dear life, hold on to your blood, because your blood is their life, because your nightmare is their reality. They are history's deadliest vampires, creating the panic only one man can stop. Captain Kronos, vampire hunter, with death at every doorway. trembling in every heart. Now, the terror must be challenged. Who lives to destroy the curse?
Kill me! Kill me!
Who duels to battle the undead?
Her youth will pulse through your veins, my darling.
Who dares to bleed the bloodthirsty?
Yes, you bleed, my lord.
At last, horror has met its match. Captain Cronus, Vampire Hunter, from Paramount Pictures, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Not since Rosemary's Baby has there been anything like the devil within her. The story of a child created in hell to create hell on earth.
You will have a baby, a monster, possessed by the devil himself!
The Devil Within Her, starring Joan Collins as a woman cursed to carry the son of Satan.
I'm your mother, you can't hurt me! Please go away!
Donald Pleasance as the doctor, destined to be destroyed by the devil within her.
It's a question of my medicine versus your magic.
A film that exposes you to the awesome powers of possession, exorcism, and satanic revenge. Pray for the devil within her before it preys on you. The Devil Within Her, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Yeah, who knew the virus would lead to this? I don't know why you declared the national emergency anyways. Everything was going fine till you did that. I thought it was going to be huge, but not this huge. What'd you expect? There was nothing left but an alien invasion. You know, it could have been like that Revelations and everything. I didn't ask you, Gooba. Shut up.
Oh, my feet hurt.
What do you think they're going to do with us? Well, they're probably going to probe you. You look like the probing type. I do? Yo, man. They're going to suck our brains out. What?
Oh, that's highly unlikely.
Ain't no one sucking my brains out. When we get there, I'll negotiate a deal. Try to get them to throw in some beer. I'm getting thirsty.
I don't know how you can take a beer at a time like this.
Jesus had wine at his last meal. I'd like to have some beer. What do you mean last meal? Well, after they probe you, they're gonna eat you.
Oh, hell no, ain't nobody gonna eat me.
Don't worry about it, Gooba. They're probably gonna make fertilizer out of you.
Inside the Mothership with Amy Stone.
Ah, here we are. Wish I could tweet about it.
Happy Halloween!
And welcome back, everybody, to the Halloween special edition of Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
I am T-Unit.
And I am Sir Martin of Mad.
Martin of Mad. Sir Martin of Mad Scientists. You just get your hair all like standing up all crazy and everything.
Right?
Yes.
You be the mixologist.
Oh, dear me.
Because mad scientists never have British accents, do they? Never.
Never.
Never. All right, folks. So, yeah, man, this Halloween music is kind of cool in the background. I like it.
It's cool. I can actually hear it for once, which is very, very odd, but also very good.
Huh. I wonder. Hopefully, that's not doing anything bad. That could be doing something bad on my end for all I know. It could be sending something where I shouldn't be sending it.
Straight to hell.
I don't know. Watch me play back my recording and there's a horrible echo.
That'd be crazy.
Like if I do this, would it go away?
Are we gonna hear from Satan on this day of Hallows Eve?
Oh, you know, I didn't plan on. I didn't even contact him, his agent, or nobody.
No?
No, I should have. Made me think about that. It's too late now. He's probably busy. It's Halloween. You know?
I know, but I thought
last night was his
I thought
night.
that we had some pull, considering we are on his list.
He's probably actually sleeping because last night was his big night.
Right.
Devil's night. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got to make people do bad things and stuff. Like, we're gonna toilet paper this tree and then douse it with gasoline and set it on fire. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Slow down, baby bubba. All right, so some of the things we're supposed to talk about today.
Use kerosene; it's cheaper.
No, right. The smoke is thicker.
Right.
Carving out the pumpkins. Did you? I mean, what do you like to do? Carve them or paint them? Some people paint them.
The only time I've ever painted a pumpkin is like when I was in school, and it was probably elementary school. And we had like those little baby pumpkins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are those even called pumpkins, or are they called something else? Are they called? I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. You know,
they're pumpettes.
The ones that you pull from the tree.
The ones you pull from the tree. You know, the pumpkin tree.
Yeah, you know, the pumpkin tree. The ones that are used for the lattes.
Freshly squozen pumpkins from the pumpkin tree. We just squeeze them fresh right there for your lattes.
Yes. Igor's Pumpkin Lube.
Pumpkin spice latte
Might
lube.
as well just go pumpkin spice for all the basic
seasonal
bitches.
only. Seasonal only. But no, man, I didn't know that, and I haven't carved an actual pumpkin in years. You know,
I've done both. You know, I've painted them and I've carved them. I don't think I've ever painted one for my house, though. I think it's always been for like at a festival. They'll have like a contest where you're supposed to paint a pumpkin, or like you said in school, they would do that because generally in school it's frowned upon to hand children blades.
Right.
You know, it's not a good idea.
Right.
And a pumpkin, which is not easy to carve. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. You know, you got a blade and you're like 9 years old and you're trying to ram a butcher knife back and forth into a pumpkin trying to cut out a perfect triangle. It's like, whoa.
Right.
There's going to be somebody damaged here. Somebody's going to get hurt.
Right.
There's going to be some real decorations here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Some
That's
real
what I'm saying.
stuff going on.
So, yeah.
Now,
really didn't. Yeah. You know, I can't tell you the last time I carved a pumpkin. I can't. It's been at least. Well, Kelly and I are going on our 12-year anniversary next week, so it's been over a dozen years.
Wow.
Dozen years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what about you, sir? You big go at carving the pumpkins at the house, or what do you do?
Usually I would do if I'm at the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, this year I haven't, but I know they have. So I'm going to give the hollowing out some vegetables.
Hollow out your pumpkin.
We'll have to wait another day.
And that's just it. How do you? I mean,
come here, Spicy. I want to hollow out your pumpkin.
Not.
Damn.
I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. You know, I've seen Rob. You know, Rob's very creative.
For sure.
And not just, you know, to blow smoke up his ass or anything like that, but he is actually not, you know, I don't even, do you call it? He'll actually carve out like a picture of somebody or a character or something like that in the pumpkin, not actually.
Right, some of it doesn't
not
go
actually
through.
Penetrating all the way through.
It has to do with the depth so that it's
right,
lighter
you know,
and shaded
where he'll
by the
use
light
it
coming
like
through.
right,
Yeah.
like he'll use it like with just like a little paring knife.
For sure.
And like a potato peeler.
Absolutely,
or
yeah, I know
something.
exactly what you're talking about. I wouldn't even attempt it.
Yes, and do some like wicked crazy stuff.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Those people.
Those ones you have to light while you're doing it. You have to have like a flashlight inside it. You know so you can see the shades and
that's
everything.
what I'm thinking. I don't even think
I'm not even
I don't
trying
even
that.
think he opens up the pumpkin and hollows it out when he does those type of things. I think he just like goes on
So
and starts
he's actually
peeling
just
and-
sculpting that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
He's going for more of the three-dimensional
making
sculpture.
it like exactly,
And then
more
we'll
of
see
the
what it lights up when we're done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. That's cool.
You know, it's crazy stuff.
Yeah,
you know, that's the type of stuff that I like to see as far as the traditional, you know, 3-eye, 3 triangle eye, you know, or 2-eye, 1 triangle nose, you know.
Way back when
2
I was a
missing
kid,
teeth.
I would take a
or
marker
only 2 teeth.
and I would go on the pumpkin and I would draw out what I wanted to do, and then I would go and follow that. I abandoned that years ago, and I literally now I just attack the pumpkin with a knife and freeform. I go freeform, and every single year I end up with a completely different looking jack-o'-lantern. You know, it's just like, what do I feel like doing here? Oh, his eyes are going to be slanted this way this year, or this year they're going to be one round eye and the X eye on the other side. You know, I'm always changing it. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's been like 18 years since I've done pumpkins.
See, you can do so many creative things with Halloween. It's like, but other holidays you can't be too, you know, you can color an Easter egg. Okay. Yeah. There you go. There's your little bit. But
yeah, but now
as
Easter
far as
eggs,
the
you can just grab
decorations go,
some
they're the
markers
same.
and draw on them. It's just as easy and fun.
Right. Absolutely.
Write messages.
Remember the years that they came out with those? How lazy are you, parents? How about you just go ahead and give these kids their hard-boiled eggs and this little plastic sheet that already has a picture of SpongeBob on it. Put the egg in it and then drop it in hot boiling water. It sucks down on the egg, and there you go. It's all done. You are lazy. But you did give your kids boiling water. That's dumb.
What?
You don't remember those?
No.
Yeah, it would be like a clear cellophane, like plastic. There would be a bunch of them in the package, and they all have pictures on them. You can get SpongeBob, or you can get whatever characters, some just patterns and things.
Okay.
And then you'd open it up, and it's like a sheath.
Okay.
And then you take your egg and you'd slide the egg into the sheath.
And then boil the eggs.
And then you would put it on a little tray thing, and you would drop it into the hot water, and that would shrink. It would shrink, close onto the egg. And then when you pull the egg back out, you had so also now when you had to go eat the egg later, you had to first get a Superman blade or something. You had to cut this freaking plastic thing off to get to the egg.
God, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it was stupid, but
did you do it?
I remember that we had them in the house one year, and I was like, but there's no creativity to this. I was like, this is just dipping something in hot water. That's not creative. It's like, give me back the coloring and some markers and stuff. I want to be creative.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's you don't have music news today, do you?
Not really.
Yeah, no?
No, that's fine. We can talk about this more.
All right.
Other than yesterday was the inductee ceremony for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Foo Fighters got in.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, that was going to happen a long time ago.
Yeah. And
I guess Mr. Hawkins, the drummer, made a comment at the end of his speech like they need more bands like, Jane's Addiction and Soundgarden. And even George Michael's, I think he said, and the crowd went crazy. How come these people aren't here?
George Michael, yeah, I'm sure they did.
But yet, who was it? Was it one of the Ice guys or one of the Cube guys? Who else got in?
One of those chili guys,
LL Cool J.
He's just cool.
I know it had something to do with being, ice or cool or
he
something.
ain't frozen yet. He's just cool. He's on his way.
Right. He's on his way. LL Cool J on his way. And, yeah, man. So that's, nothing really to talk about.
That's right.
Other than that.
You can be cold as
there
ice,
is a
but
really,
you can only be cool like a breeze.
There is a really, really, really badass video out right now for, I think it's the 30th anniversary. Have you seen it yet, Martin? The Hellraiser video?
I certainly have, yes.
Oh,
I certainly
dude,
have.
So it's got
duet.
Lemmy,
Ozzy Osbourne, Lemmy, the Hellraiser.
Lemmy and Ozzy, man, doing Hellraiser, and there's like an animated cartoon, and it is freaking badass.
I'm gonna have to play the dumb card. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's on my. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please.
Okay, because it's that badass. Where
you used the word badass like 6 times in this, so I want to see it.
I'm gonna go get it right now.
He's not one to use the word badass lightly.
No, when he says badass, he means it,
cool,
and when he
dude.
says it 6 freaking times,
it's freaking cool.
I want to see this.
Share in Messenger.
Share immediately. Yes, it is very cool. Very cool indeed.
So, real quick, also, since we're off the track of Halloween here for a second anyway, California condors.
Yeah, what's up with this?
They can have virgin births now.
That's freaking hot.
Okay, so, yeah. So apparently, it's happened in they've got instances of this happening in 2001 and in 2009. I don't know why this story's coming out now, unless there's one that just happened. But the birth, it happens with unfertilized eggs. Suddenly, boink, they're fertilized somehow. The DNA is related to the mother, but there is no DNA in the babies related to any male. So it's like, I'm thinking birds, dinosaurs, Jurassic Park, spontaneously changing sex in a single sex. Oh, no. And they're condors. So we're not talking about pigeons flying around, okay?
Oh, no. Big-ass birds.
These are very large birds.
That's true. Very large birds.
They were thought to have been extinct for a while, even. People were like, hey, and then all of a sudden they were like, hey, there's one. Hey, wait, there's one. Here. Whoa. Dragons. No.
They're
big, but no.
They're hanging out with the Tiger King.
All right.
I think they're more like griffins more than anything else, but yes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. What you have your own baby.
Mm-hmm.
Having my baby. Literally having my baby. Having my own baby. It's crazy.
Madness.
You want to get the here's something that I was going to talk about in music news real quick, just not to get off the Halloween thing again. But
right.
This is something I shared, and I thought it kind of deserved the "Frankly, Sir, You're an Idiot" award too.
All right.
Okay.
We always love giving those
and
out.
I'm just right. So, and he was already a way idiot douchebag prior to this, but this just puts like the cherry on top of the.
So he's like
on top of the whipped cream.
He was a previous contender.
Oh, dude,
for
listen
the
to this.
Frankly,
Listen
You're
to
an
this.
Idiot
Listen to this.
award,
Listen to
and
this.
now he wins.
Oh yeah, listen to this. R. Kelly hires Bill Cosby's lawyer to overturn sex trafficking conviction.
Good choice.
How in the hell do you think that's going to work for him?
Why
Why don't you just give me your money, dude? I'll do it for you.
I don't think it's going off topic of Halloween at all. I think that's completely horrific.
That's like ask
That's just
ask your dog to
asinine.
watch your food when you leave the room.
Right. Hey, Tara, do me a favor, okay? I'm going to go in the bathroom and take a deuce real quick. I expect this pizza to be here when I get back.
Make sure no one takes any.
Nobody takes any.
You don't hire.
That's just what. Okay,
somebody
we're done
who
talking
you
about
know
that.
cannot succeed.
Yeah. Maybe he was the only guy that was free. The guy's on his comeback tour. The lawyer's on his comeback tour. Hey, let me try it back with R. Kelly or something. I don't know. I'll throw him a bone. I'll do it for free.
Oh my God.
Giggity.
It's like Tyson Holyfield too.
Choose other era.
Exactly. Just fucking start gnawing on something and see what happens. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So what do you got planned for tonight? Or Martin, what do you got planned for a couple hours?
Yeah, because your night's gonna.
That's a very good question. Not a lot, I don't think. Not a lot.
It's gonna be getting.
Not a lot.
It's probably starting to get a little darker.
Yeah,
on
I think.
that side.
Well, I've got a load of sweets, or as you would say, candy. So I shall probably get in some sort of get up or whatever else and wait for children to come through and scare the living daylights out of them, and then give them sweets so they don't tell their parents.
Do you want R. Kelly's lawyer too?
Very little editing in that is all required to indict you.
Properly, not in that way.
All right. What are you handing out?
Say again.
What are you handing out? Or what type of
just
sweets?
random, just Halloween sweets that I bought earlier on today from like a pound store, and just like, be gone with you, vile cretins. Probably chase them up the street with a pitchfork or something, just for effect.
God, thank God I'm not in the UK. Igor's Halloween treats.
No, I thought of something really bad.
Oh, really bad.
Get a wicker man burning in the garden.
Dude.
Your God can't help you here.
Oh, God, save me. What are you doing?
After R. Kelly goes to prison and he gets out, and he'll need a new job, right? So this is what he's gonna have.
Get out, dude.
This is what's gonna happen. Mr. Kelly's yellow snow cone ice cream truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
He just adds the yellow flavoring.
Bill Cosby's there driving it.
He's the one that's putting the pudding in the pudding up.
Yeah, there we go. There's another court case.
A little pudding, here's a little pudding, and here's a little pop.
Crazy. What is the world going to? What is the world coming to?
Oh, no, we have no idea.
I don't know either.
There's no way of knowing.
No way, no how.
Couldn't possibly know.
Doesn't. Nope. Does this mean it's the is the end of hour number one?
It is the end of hour number one.
Hour number one.
1 hour.
Which means that we got. God damn.
We got hour number 2 coming very, very quickly, right after the end of this break. We'll come back. We'll chat a little bit. We'll play a couple tunes, and then we're gonna come straight back into the Halloween edition of Just a Few Questions. Go nowhere! You're inside the Mothership.
Somewhere between science and superstition, there is another world, a world of darkness. Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it. And nothing could stop it. The one hope. The only hope. The Exorcist. Warner Brothers presents William Peter Blatty's The Exorcist. The Exorcist, directed by William Friedkin. The Exorcist, rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Full, the beast must die. 8 people, each one a suspect.
One of you is a werewolf.
You, the audience, must track down the werewolf. You must choose between 8 suspects. When the film stops, guess which one is the werewolf. Watch for the werewolf break. See it. Solve it, but don't tell. The beast must die. From Cinerama Releasing, rated PG, parental guidance suggested. The beast must die.
If you were one of the millions of moviegoers who were electrified by the unbearable suspense and sheer terror of Jaws, get ready for Eaten Alive.
Eagle Bite!
Mel Ferrer, Carolyn Jones, Stuart Whitman, Neville Brand. Created by Toby Hooper, maker of the screen sensation The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Marty Rustin presents a new horror classic, Eaten Alive. Into this house of terror comes a handful of unsuspecting innocents.
Hello? Daddy!
What happens to these people in Eaten Alive will give you the most chilling, terrifying 90 minutes you ever spent in a theater. Eaten Alive, a VIP picture, rated R.
You are about to come face to face with Basket Case. Please slip on your free, specially designed surgical mask that has been provided for you. Be certain it's fastened tightly. Let's all step into the operating room together. Dr. Needleman has just finished sedating the patient. The operation will now begin.
Nurse, the scalpel, please. He's conscious!
There's blood all over my mask! All over the room! Oh.
Basket Case, a different twist in horror. To keep the blood off your face, a free, specially designed surgical mask will be provided to every patron entering the theater. Don't dare enter without your mask. Happy Halloween!
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
If you've seen all the other horror films, this is for you. More horror, more screams, and more fright than your wildest nightmares in Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. An all-new Super Shocker filmed in Chillerama 70mm and gory color. The wolf monster, a slashing, inhuman creature who prowls by night for new victims. its terror beyond your most fearsome imagination, as vampires, using the powers of witchcraft, summon the hideous wolf monster. Don't miss Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. It's a super shock spectacle of hideous horror in Chillerama 70 and gory color. Rated GP.
I'm stuck.
I know what you mean. I'm stuck too.
Yo, man, I think we've been abducted. What is that word? Abducted?
It means we've been taken against our will.
Yo, man, I'm too old to go to outer space. Where are we?
You're inside the Mothership with Alien Stone.
Oh, man, I forgot to bring clean underwear.
You guys jam!
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the Mothership with Alien Stone. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the show, just shoot us an email and tell us why you should be inside the Mothership. Send it to alienstone@alienxradio.com. Out of this world entertainment is now in your face from outer space.
When you call, they actually answer the phone and talk to you.
Welcome and greetings from beyond the grave. Don't try to run, don't try to hide, because you have just been abducted for a very special Halloween edition of Inside the Mothership.
Violence continues to rage throughout the city today as more reports of attacks come in every minute. What we first thought to be a massive riot has now been identified as something far more chilling. State law enforcement officials have released a statement indicating that bodies of the recently deceased have been returning to life and attacking the living. All citizens are urged to remain indoors and avoid all contact with the assailants. The National Guard has been called in to set up specially equipped rescue stations throughout the city. Stay tuned to this broadcast for locations as they are made available.
And now all you frightful boys and ghouls, here is your host, Alien Stone.
All right, everybody, welcome to hour number 2.
Hour number 2.
Now, number 2.
Of Inside the Mothership, the Halloween special edition.
It's always got to make it creepy.
Yeah, well,
I know, right?
I don't think we've ever had an episode that wouldn't have be creepy someplace, right?
In one way or another. Yeah.
In one way or another. So, folks, we are moments away from this Halloween. I mean, hopefully. I mean, wow, dude, look at this. Watch. I'm gonna get rid of this. This has nothing to do with it. Okay, we got page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. Let's stick it together. Page number 4, page number 5, page number 6, page number 7, and lightning strikes.
There's even a lightning strikes.
And I know for a fact that you have been working literally all week on this.
Well, no, it sounds like that because like when I worked on it, I posted. And then I didn't work on it and didn't work on it and didn't work on it. And then I worked on it and posted. So it seems like I've been working on it all week, but I have worked on it a lot. I will say that. I have not worked on it, just a few questions this much.
All right, so what's the plan? We're going to play a tune or two?
Yes, for sure.
And then get prepped for this and then come back and just jump right into it?
Absolutely.
No commercial break for this hour? Is that what we're saying?
No, there'll be no commercial break. So we're just going to run through this. And if we end early, we'll come back. We'll talk Halloween and crap and maybe play some music and stuff. And we'll do whatever, but we're going to have fun with this today.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Can't wait. So, I'm thinking we'll go ahead and put some music in your ear holes. And how about, we end up a winner when we make a deal
I was
with
just
the
about
devil?
to say, I made a deal with the devil.
You're inside the mothership.
He's going to get me through just a few questions.
For sure.
I made a bet with the devil!
Hold me one more time.
Where the hell are we? I don't know, Donald, but it don't look good. Hey, show a little respect. I'm the former president. Sorry, Mr. Former President. Looks like someone's coming. What the hell is this place?
Oh, you're inside the mothership with alien stone.
Great. I've been inducted by stoned aliens. Yeah, I hope they don't probe us.
Broadcasting directly into your brain. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone. Resistance is futile.
Probing is not allowed. And now it's time to answer just a few questions.
Alrighty, folks. We've reached that time. It's time to answer just a few questions of the Halloween edition. Is everybody online here? We got the unit.
We're here. We're ready. Lined up. Cock locked, ready to rock, Doc.
Martin, mad?
Yes. Bring it. Bring it.
All right. As always, this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook at www.igorslube.com. Stay tuned. New product alert at the end of today's episode. If I remember.
Oh, I'll remind you.
Okay.
Martin, remind me.
I'll do my best.
All right.
So I'm not going to play the question number 1 because it's going to be a little different this time. It's Act 1.
Ta-da!
Act 1. Are you folks ready?
We're ready, show.
Very good.
Bear with me. This is a lot of reading for somebody who doesn't do a lot of reading. He was a promising young medical student at a prestigious university in Transylvania. His genius and creative way of thinking outside of the box quickly propelled him to the top of his class. But it didn't do much for making him friends. Stricken with scoliosis and a club foot at an early age, he hunched over and walked with a limp. Never playing outside, as a child, he took to reading, and as a crippled bookworm, he became a social outcast. Even as an adult, now here at the university, he was made fun of by classmates for the way he looked and the way that he walked. They called him a gimp. They called him a freak. Even the professors disliked him, as he had to correct each of them during lectures several times. He always seemed to know more than they did. Other than his mother, as a small child, he had never been in the company of a lady. He could hear them whispering to each other as he passed him in the hallway, saying things like, "What a monster!" And others would just cower, keeping their eyes to the ground. But mostly they would laugh. The ladies would laugh at him every chance they got. Well, not all of them. Abigail was a beautiful young lady who worked at the university as an assistant librarian. She would always say hello and smiled at him when he came in to study. Sometimes she would pull special books and have them waiting for him at his station for him to read. So he started coming in every day. She was the only friendly face that he would see each day. Besides, the bullies mostly stayed away from the library. But they were now starting to make remarks about her also, calling her the freak's girlfriend. But he just knew her as Abby. What kind of books do you think that Abby left for him to read at his station? A, fantasy and romance novels. B, biology and anatomy textbooks. C, the Kama Sutra with pages marked. Or D, medieval maiden and peasant house magazines.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sir, unit of D, what saith you?
All right. This is like this is a dude. Right away, I'm thinking like, if the Big Bang Theory was a cross between the Big Bang Theory and Red Dragon, this is how I feel this is going.
Okay.
I don't know. So, I'm gonna go with B.
You're with B. So biology and anatomy textbooks.
Yes, I'm playing along to the story on this one. Okay,
Right,
I'm not gonna go outside the box on this one. I'm thinking that yeah, we're gonna make this movie a movie.
All right,
I'm going with B.
Sir Martin of Mad, is it biology and anatomy textbooks, or what else could it be?
Well, I'm really, really tempted to go with the last two and have the combination of the two, and so they can get the.
That's why he keeps on coming back.
Have like some sort of horror porn going on.
Horror porn. Yeah. Wait, didn't we make that up right with pipe organ porno music?
I don't remember.
Something like
Probably.
that? I think we invented
That could have been last year's episode.
We talk about this list, but we don't actually have it.
Yeah, we do. It's all up here.
So what saith you, sir?
He's going with C and D.
You are going with C and D.
I am going with C and D. Yeah.
Okay. So the Karma Sutra with pages marked, and Medieval Maiden, and Peasant House Magazine.
But you meant the other word.
Wow. I did. I knew that when I said it, I'm going to say it wrong.
Therefore, you should have had pre-recorded.
That's right. Continuing along, one night they were talking, and the time got away from them. She realized that the library should have closed over an hour ago, so she began shutting off desk lamps. He closed and packed up his books into his book bag, and the two of them headed for the door, but just then, the main lights shut off. Why did those lights shut off? A, the university didn't pay the light bill. B, even back then, DTE was having trouble with outages and brownouts. Or C, someone must have turned them off. Sir Martin of Mad.
Ooh, now should I ruin it and say the dollar in the machine ran out, or shall I go with the last one? Someone switched them off. I'm gonna go with someone switched them off.
Someone switched them off, says Martin of Mad. And Sir D says.
I'm going with the same thing.
Same thing. Someone switched them off.
Someone did.
Right.
Could have been Chucky. No, I'm just kidding.
Be my friend. I'm your friend to the end.
And I will decide the end is now.
So, standing in total darkness, Abby calls out, "Hello?" A voice from the darkness asks, "So what's going on here, freaks?" Just then, a group of bullies grabbed them both, tying them up. Then, without feeling, and in the most horrific of manners, they made him watch as they slowly tortured and murdered the only friend he had ever known. After slashing at his face with a blade, they cut his hands free. After doing so, they told him, "We'll be telling the professors that we saw you murder Abigail through the library window. So you have a choice, freak. You can stay, face murder charges, trial, and execution, or you can leave the university and just go back to wherever freaks like you are supposed to be. What's it gonna be, freak?" Now, what did he most likely do? A, pull out a machine gun and kill everybody in the room, Rambo style.
That's what I would have done.
B, unleash incredible ninja-like martial arts skill, beating everyone to death.
That's what Matt Martin would have done.
Right. Or C, realize that he was actually in a hopeless situation and just left.
Sounds to me that's like what Joe Biden would have done.
Wow! Fist bump! Wow!
Sorry, did I say that out loud? And I said it, dude. Right now we are being recorded by the Secret Service.
Not at all. It's okay. It's only me and Alienstone that heard you say that.
I'm basking in that. The glow of his answer. Oh my god. So okay, what's your answer?
Oh, I'm busting out a machine gun and shooting everybody in the room.
You're shooting everybody in the room.
Yeah. If I'm going down, I'm going down hard.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir Martin of Mad. What are you gonna do?
Well, there's no wild card for this, is there?
No, not at this point.
No. I don't think
because I know what you're like. I know what you're like there, Mr. Alien Stone. You'll be like, "Oh, there's a wild card."
Oh yes, I know. There could be weird.
It's
wild
gonna be
cards.
wild card on the wild cards.
There might be. There could be
That's
bonus
it.
upon
That's it.
bonus.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a wild card answer when there's a wild card answer.
A bonus upon a bonus is a double dick move.
It's like double jeopardy.
Right.
Now, me personally, it would be unleashing my own fury upon them all, but I think we'll stick with the story, and there's going to be some twists in it.
One of us is going to stick to the story no matter what.
Yeah. Let's go with C.
C. Realize that you're in a hopeless situation, and just left. So, I'm going to say that's probably that's the best answer, since back then, coming by a machine gun was pretty hard. Back then, machine guns are like pretty difficult to find.
Oh, was there a time thing on this?
Well, it's back in Transylvania. It's not even called Transylvania anymore.
Oh,
so, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
It's your head.
You're putting it together in your head too.
I told you, man. I had a Sheldon meets freaking Red Dragon thing going on right there. So
we're gonna go with that. So after these bullies torture and murder the only friend he ever had, and they give him the option, he decides to leave. And as he slowly walked to the door, he looked back over his shoulder, and before leaving, he said, "I'm not a freak. My name is Igor."
No.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And the plot thickens.
Bringing us to Act 2.
Act Deuce.
Igor could have given up on life at that point. Most men would have stopped their education, sinking into a deep depression, perhaps ending up in a mental institution or committing suicide, but not Igor. He was more driven and determined than ever. He now realized that he would have to continue his education on his own. While studying, Igor had to take many different jobs over the years to survive after leaving Transylvania. What were some of the jobs Igor may have taken? So he could have taken one of these, two of these, none of these. It's up to you. First one, farmer's hand. Hard work, but honest work. Cleaning up after the animals, baling hay, fixing fence posts, and such, while writing country songs about the simple life.
He did what to a country's hand? To a farmer's hand?
He took it.
He took it and did unspeakable things.
Right.
Unspeakable things.
B, he was a court jester, entertaining royalty with physical and often self-degrading humor until they grow weary of his tired old routine and have him beheaded. C, Sunday school teacher, where he can preach the word of God and the power of love and forgiveness. Or D, a butcher. His extensive knowledge of biology would make him perfect for the job. Plus, he could practice daily with his favorite knives and cleaver.
Oh, yes, definitely that. Gonna go with butcher, straight off the bat.
Gotta go with D on that one.
You didn't even just questioning it.
Not even questioning it.
Any other ones that he would have done, though? Would he have been a court jester? Would he have been the farmer's hand?
I mean, no.
Bro, I'm thinking he's got scoliosis and a club foot. So, can you imagine him out there fixing fences and stuff?
Country music wasn't invented in Transylvania.
Could learn chemistry in the event of trying to bring back the dead, his lost love.
Whoa. So, both went with D, the butcher.
The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
So
we know what happens with candlesticks during Just a Few Questions. Now.
Lit on fire.
Continuing right along. With a few inventive additions to his resume, Igor soon moved to Turkey and took a position as a medical assistant in a prison infirmary. He worked his way up to becoming the prison's resident surgeon. With little to no one he need answer to, he had free reign over the entire medical wing. He began to implement some of his more radical treatments and procedures. At first, he kept it to electroshock therapy, sensory deprivation, and tissue regeneration, but over the years, he had performed hundreds of unnecessary, questionable operations and procedures. Until finally getting caught by the warden, who brought the matter before the prison board. For Igor, the gig was over. The prison board did... Wait a minute. Do I have anything else to go with that? No. Okay. The prison board didn't want a scandal, so they fired Igor rather than prosecuting him. What do you think some of the reasons were that they fired him? A. Surgically removing and switching the prisoner's tattoos. B. Performing partial sex change operations on the inmates. C. Inducing short periods of clinical death followed by resuscitation. Or D. Killing healthy patients to harvest and experiment on various internal organs. There is a wild card answer on this one. Unit of D.
Maybe he did all of it.
That could be an answer. You could say all of the above.
You know what I'm saying?
Like maybe they didn't figure it all out, but he did it.
Right. He was like maybe he did one of the things too much or too often, and that's why he got caught.
Right.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not.
I'm gonna go with he did it all, man.
He did it all.
I'm going with all of it.
All of it. A, B, C, and D.
Yeah. Not one is worse than the other. Not one is better than the other.
No, they're all pretty horrifying.
So I think he did it all.
All right.
You know, he was pretty educated. He got the Schwank books.
He's got the knives. He's got
He's got
cleavers.
the knives. You know, he's got the
groove.
He's got the scalping lean. You know.
He's got the motive.
Yeah.
He's got the drive.
Right.
Gotcha. Sir Martin
All
Mad.
of it.
I'm going to go with the wild card.
You're going with the wild card. The wild card answer is all of the above, plus he was selling weed to the guards and wasn't giving the warden his cut.
See, you know, no matter what, you gotta make sure the warden's in on it.
That was his mistake, man.
Rule number one, Igor.
That's right.
Could have kept to a job. Go to the union.
Your boss needs to know and be paid.
Go to the union.
Bonus question number 1.
Oh.
Bonus question.
If you could have Igor cut somebody's tattoo off and sew it on you, who's getting their tat sliced and where are you having it placed? Sir Martin of Mad.
That means I gotta know somebody somebody famous with a tattoo or
It'd
something.
be famous. Anybody you know that's got a cool tattoo that you like and you feel like hacking it off and having it put on you?
No, I don't know anybody really. Not my.
I tell you what.
I mean, I've probably got a few people that I don't like that I think I know that have tattoos, but I wouldn't have them on me. I would have it and made out. I'll make it out of a make a lamp out of it.
Okay, yeah, you can have something made out of it, I guess. Yeah.
Check it.
Like, oh, the pot is really hot. Let me go get this pot holder. Look, it's made out of mother.
Say mother. That's wicked. No, I know a couple of people I don't like. But,
I tell you what,
two tattoos
that I really like. I really like my kid's tattoo that he's got on his arm of all like the like Terminator looking stuff, and those like gears and stuff like that, and it actually looks like it's torn into his skin, so that looks like it's pretty cool. And then my wife's got a tattoo of one of my Dean guitars on her arm. So you know what? Both of them are going down because I didn't get nothing for Father's Day. So I want his tattoo and I want her tattoo.
You go in, what did you get me for Father's Day? Nothing.
I want your tattoo then. I'll get it. Get it.
I got you nothing for Father's Day.
Igor, come to me.
What the hell is all that?
I don't know. We just went a little silly.
We did.
On it. But that's all right.
But
So,
that's because... Wait, did you answer, sir? Oh, you both answered.
Yes.
Here's the next one. Bonus question number 2.
Oh.
You just found out how twisted Igor is. But the warden and the prison board have elected you to fire the lunatic surgeon right now.
Nice talking to you.
So let's hear it. Fire Igor.
Igor?
Yes.
We we're going in a different direction. And unfortunately that direction doesn't include your position at this time.
I always move into another position.
So we're gonna ask you to just, slide on out of here.
I can definitely slide. But I'll be back. Sir Martin Mad, you got to fire Igor right now.
Congratulations, we found you another position in another facility. Except,
I want to facilitate a
does
position.
not exist.
Oh. So he's got to figure it out.
Yeah.
You just kind of gave him the hint. All right, cool. And that is bringing us to Act number 3. Ooh, scary. Shortly after being fired from his position at the prison, Igor met a wealthy German businessman who was looking to expand into the medical field. The two of them began to talk and formulate an arrangement that would not only fund his research and his experiments, but also provide him with a laboratory in Germany, complete with any and all the equipment supplies he could ever ask for. In exchange, Igor would have to work on a few commercial projects for his the medical division of his business partner's company, Frankenstein Enterprises. What inventions and patents has Igor filed for to keep his boss making money? A. Morning After Elixir. It's a powdered painkiller to be mixed with water and drank the morning after drinking alcohol to avoid headaches.
Did you say morning after elixir?
The morning after elixir. Not the morning after helixir.
I thought you said the morning after elixir.
That's a different product.
Giggity.
Yeah.
All right.
B, the adjustable back brace. It's an iron apparatus that attaches to the patient's back. Over time, cranks can be tightened to slowly correct curvatures of the spine caused by scoliosis. D, Netflix. It's a crossbow that launches a weighted net to entangle and capture fleeing animals or prisoners. D, prosthetic limbs. Created from wood and iron, they are surgically attached to replace lost and damaged hands or feet. E, Facebook. It's a facial reconstruction procedure catalog offering a brand new surgical technique called plastic surgery. And F, coitus ease. It's a personal lubricant designed for the use of on human genitalia during sexual activity to prevent the effects of friction and chafing. Sir, unit of D.
So what's the question?
He had to work on some commercial products to make Frankenstein Enterprises some money while he was also funding him to do his diabolical research and experiments. So these are the products that he could have been working on and selling for Frankenstein Enterprises.
Well, he's definitely doing the last one.
Oh, so he's definitely coitus ease.
Yeah,
coitus
but he
ease.
might be doing a couple things because this is going to take a lot of R&R money, right?
For sure, he's gonna need money's
sure.
got to keep coming in.
See, he might even have this scoliosis thing going.
Sure, wait, he has scoliosis.
Right, so he might want to try
Sure.
and fix that while he's doing it too, right?
That's the adjustable back brace. Okay.
I'd want to.
Sure.
Why not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with those two.
Those two? All right, he's working on those. Sir Martin of Mad.
Well, he's going to be doing the lube thing. Absolutely. Well, very quickly, what are the others?
The morning after elixir for headaches from drinking. The adjustable back brace, which you can crank to adjust your scoliosis spine. Netflix, which is the crossbow that launches a weighted net to capture fleeing animals and prisoners. Prosthetic limbs, these are created from wood and iron to replace missing hands and feet. And Facebook, which is a facial reconstructive procedure catalog offering a brand spanking new surgical technique called plastic surgery.
I'm going to go with the prosthetic limbs because, as a side hustle for the side hustle, he could also make dildos.
Gotcha. Prosthetic
The
wieners.
the human phallus.
Igor's prosthetic wieners. All right, so none of the other ones though. Just
I think we're doing that one in the face one at the same time.
In the face one, yeah. Mix the two together.
Oh,
mix
the
and
Facebook
match.
one?
Mix and match deals every Halloween.
Yes.
All right. All right, so moving right along. With his boss making money Igor was able to continue his research and experimentation in the field of tissue regeneration and reanimation. After several failures with harvested corpses and cadavers, he had become convinced that the tissue he's using is just far too gone and he needs fresher materials to work with. How will he obtain the fresher materials he needs? A. Pay the German army to provide him with war prisoners scheduled for execution. B. Pay the warden and doctor at the Turkish prison to provide him with inmates scheduled for execution. C. Walk the streets at night stalking drunks and bums. Or D. Partner with a drug cartel who will provide you with fresh dead, no questions asked. And you can always make up your own answer, combinations, whatever.
I'm thinking like the drug cartel would sound like, no questions asked, right?
Right?
Yeah, that's it. I'm going with that.
That sounds
one
like it would
myself.
be the thing, but what happens if business is good and they don't have to do that? Then you would probably have to pay off the warden. So
Yeah.
Backup plan warden, original plan.
Multiple suppliers, just like
Yes,
any
exactly.
good company has multiple backup suppliers.
You gotta have backup supply, cuz.
That's right. You gotta know, what
Business
you
gotta go, man.
Gotcha, man. We've seen that with the supply chain.
Right.
That happens with your fresh dead. Damn.
You're having a bad day.
Then you got to get your dead in like the gas station cooler.
Right.
That's no good.
No good.
Sir Martin of Mad.
Yeah, I'm going to
said-
go with the same thing, but definitely not from Turkey because, transportation back then wasn't the greatest and it'd be like all rotted away by the time you got it.
That's fair. It's a fair assessment. I like that. All right. Well,
thinking logistics.
Always thinking logistics, man. Got to move that stuff around. Success! You have done it. You have finally achieved what you have been working your entire life for. You have successfully reanimated dead tissue and organs. You are now ready for your final and greatest work, to assemble and reanimate an entire human being. A few weeks later, Igor enters the laboratory to see that his latest shipment of materials has arrived. Extra fresh this time, as requested. 4 people are strapped to tables. They are still very much alive. Who are these people? A. Bums and drunks from the village. B. Bass players from local cover bands. C. The warden and the board members who fired you from the Turkish prison. Or D. The classmates that tortured and murdered the only friend you ever had.
Oh, sweet, sweet revenge.
What sayeth you, Sir Martin of Mad?
I'm going to go with the bullies.
For sure. Bullies are strapped to those tables.
It's going to be the bullies and the boards. However, that would probably be
bullies.
me too, right? Because I had to fire them.
Well, there's only 4 people, too, so you'd have the board members and the warden, then you wouldn't have enough tables left for the bullies.
Oh. Well, I'm thinking the bullies then. Gotta go with the bullies.
Gotta go with the bullies. I totally get that.
Yeah, for shizzle.
All right, so continuing with Act 3. At first, they didn't recognize you. Or at first, they didn't recognize him. It had been many years. He stood taller and straighter today thanks to his back brace. His limp had erased with his new prosthetic foot. And his face had been altered a bit. But he made sure to introduce himself and remind them of what they all did that night. He reminded them how Abby suffered, how they both begged them to stop. Then he calmly explained to them what he was going to do. So what did he tell them he was going to do? A, I'm going to tickle you all to death with this ostrich feather.
That's what Mad Martin would do.
Anybody got any candles?
Right. B, I will read to you each day from the wonderful books Abby introduced me to, while I watch all of you starve to death and document how long it takes.
That's what Joe Biden would do.
C, I'm going to cut your throats, then with taxidermy, turn you all into the world's first sex dolls. There is a wild card answer. And what saith you? Who's it first? Sir Martin and Matt.
Now this could be interesting. Because I think having ultimate revenge and then turning them into a sex doll that looks like the person that they murdered.
So you want to turn them into sex dolls that look like Abby?
Yes.
That's creepy.
Yeah,
I know.
You're twisted as hell.
Welcome to my world.
I want to turn around and go back. I don't want to go to his world.
Okay, so
I'm gonna hit the wild card on this one.
The wild card answer is. This is what he told the bullies that are strapped to the table.
Strap on.
Ready?
Strap off.
I'm going to kill each of you, he said as he slowly walked around the tables. I'm going to cut you into pieces, selecting the best parts, using them to reassemble one human being. What isn't used will become compost for my garden. Now, of course, the tissue must be fresh, so I'm going to have to take as much as I can while you're still alive. So please try to refrain from dying too soon. Whoa. As they all struggle to free themselves, Igor takes out an old wooden box. What do you think is in this box? A, vintage surgical blades and cleavers. B, his latest invention, the power bone saw. Or the wild card answer. Sir Unit of D.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go with A.
Vintage surgical
blades and cleavers.
All right. Sir Martin of Mad. What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What was the last one again?
Wild card.
Wild card answer. So you got
the wild card.
vintage
Okay.
surgical
All right,
blades
yeah,
and
sorry.
cleavers.
We'll go with the wild card.
The wild card answer that Martin chose is Igor opens the box and takes out a large glass jar filled with a fluid and contains a human brain. At the bottom is an old faded label that says Abby. He looks at them and says, "Shall we begin?" Bonus question is...
Boner question.
Do we really need to know what happens next, or can we safely fade to black at this point?
We're good.
Yeah, I want to know.
And that brings us to... Lightning Strikes.
Tune in for next year's episode of Halloween Edition. Just a few questions.
Yes or no? If Igor was using today's technology instead of an iron adjustable corrective back brace, can you see him making a series of clear plastic ones with gradual changes, calling it Igor's Invisispine?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Oh, I lost it. I lost it. I have the read ready for the new product. It's Igor's Invisispine. Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
Oh, is this the new product?
Yeah, it's Igor's Invisispine. Why lug around that unattractive, heavy old iron crank-style corrective back brace? There's a better way to straighten your scoliosis curved spine at home with no need... at home and no need... Oh, my God. And no one will be the wiser. With Igor's Invisispine, Igor will make a plaster casting of your torso and ship you a series of clear plastic back braces, each designed and molded to slowly reshape your spine as you change them over the course of several weeks. at home without having to visit the doctor's office for tightening. And how convenient is that? Finally, you'll be able to stand up straight and look the world in the eye with confidence thanks to Igor's Invisispine. Warning, Igor's Invisispine may cause skin irritation, profuse sweating, and intense body odor. Use only as directed.
So that's a new product?
Yeah, you know the way for the teeth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, that's the new product.
So we don't have to be reminded. We got it.
I remember.
Perfect.
Okay.
So we got that right. I want to hear the lightning.
Oh. That's right, I forgot you get lightning.
Come on, baby. Give Daddy credit where credit's due.
All right, so, true or false? Casabian has a song called Clubfoot.
Who?
Exactly. The band's called Casabian. They have a song called Clubfoot.
I'm gonna guess true. It sounds legit.
Yeah, I've got nothing to lose here. Yeah, true.
Yes, it was famous for 11 and a half minutes somewhere in the 90s. Maybe it was 2000s. I don't even know.
11 and a half minutes.
It was, yeah, it might have been the 90s. 2000s. I don't know. How can you not know this? Remember that? How could you not know this? In the movie Frankenstein, why was the monster mentally challenged? A, his mother smoked and drank during his pregnancy. B, he was homeschooled on Facebook. Or C, Igor brought Dr. Frankenstein an abnormal brain.
It's gonna be C.
Gonna be C.
Abby
Normal. That's the character's name. Abigail Normal. People who just speak perfect English call her Abby Normal. Number 4. How can you not know this? Before marrying Lily, Frankenstein's monster adopted a new name and became a TV star. What was his new name?
It's going to be Herman.
Yeah.
Okay, you both say Herman? Give you half point, because it's Herman Munster. But you were right.
Don't be a D-bag.
You're right.
I'm calling shenanigans.
You're right. I gave all right.
Whatever.
All right, here's the other half of the lightning strikes. Okay, here's half of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Just get it.
You must decide!
The intense.
Toss
the intensity of the room.
You must decide. Toss flowers into a pond with Frankenstein's monster, or look at the flowers with Carol from The Walking Dead.
I'm going to go with toss flowers. Yeah.
Toss flowers with Frankenstein's monster into the pond.
Yeah, man.
Or look at the monsters with Carol from The Walking Dead.
Or look at the flowers with Carol from The Walking Dead.
I don't know anything about The Walking Dead, so I'm going to go with that one.
Okay, so Frankenstein's monster at the pond. Look at the flowers with Carol. This is why, see? I can swim. So if he throws me out into the pond like he did with the little girl in Frankenstein,
yeah,
I can swim away and not drown him.
Okay.
But there's not much I can do if I go look at the flowers and Carol shoots me in the back of the head.
Oh, so she's a nasty lady, yeah?
No, she was a good lady. The little I know it's hard to say that she was a good lady who shot a little girl in the back of the head. But she had to go? I know it's horrible. You have to watch a lot of the episodes to make that right.
I've never seen an episode.
Yeah, that's messed up. Go look at the flowers. She's looking at me. Pow!
Yeah,
okay.
Good for you, D. Good for you, D.
I will not fall into that cult!
The rest were trash.
Charles Manson is dead. No cult following for me.
Gary, you are following them. Number 6, you must decide. You must chop off all 4 of the fingers on one of your hands. In what order will the digits drop off? Index, middle, ring, pinky. You got to choose the order in which you chop them off.
Wow.
Either hand, too. It doesn't matter which hand.
It's got to be the right. You're asking a bass player what fingers you would want chopped
Exactly,
off.
because you want to make sure you got enough strength to do it, which would be the right hand, but then you're done playing bass if you chop off your left fingers.
So it'd be the right hand, and what does it matter? The order is the order. Other than what, you want the middle finger to be last?
I don't know. For some reason, I just think like the pinky would hurt more. I don't know why. So maybe I want like to be engulfed in pain before I get to it.
Maybe I would rather just take the pain. That way I wouldn't feel the other ones.
That's possible too. That's why it says you put in the order that you want.
Could we do toes instead?
No.
Yeah, we do toes instead.
Nope. Then you go back to being a clubfoot.
All right.
The order didn't matter. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't matter.
Smart and mad.
Can we mix and match?
Any order you want. It's got to be. Oh, you want some off of one hand and some off the other hand?
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I guess.
All right, so I cut the pinky off on my left hand, and then cut off the last 3 on my right hand. That way I can still hold a guitar pick, and then I can get away with not using my pinky.
Okay, there you go. All right.
That's my theory.
2 pinkies and the one next door to the pinkies, both hands.
What? 2 pinkies and then what are the 2 ones?
The ones next door to it.
Oh, the ring.
So
finger.
the ring fingers.
Yeah, that's it. Chop off those.
No, the brown ring finger.
So you got like just you got the index, the middle finger, and the thumb. So you're walking around like the robot. Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. All right. So, have you ever or have you never A, took Halloween candy from another trick-or-treater?
Never.
Never.
Never and never. Very good, very good. Have you ever or have you never, as an adult, took Halloween candy from a child and called it an uncle tax or a parent tax?
Never. I should.
I don't remember doing it with my kids. I don't remember, so I'm going to go no.
I sure as hell did. It was uncle tax, man. Hershey bars. All Hershey bars. Hey, give them to me. They were like, you want a peanut butter cup? I said, no, because I'm going to take the Hershey bar and go dip it in peanut butter. Next. Have you ever or have you never?
He calls his nephew lazy.
Have you ever or have you never dressed up as a woman for Halloween?
Never.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Never? Yes. I've actually done it twice.
What about for Halloween?
Well, that brings us to D. Have you or have you never dressed up as a woman for fun?
Never.
Wow, he's taking too long to answer. You took too long to answer, bro.
Yeah. No, for an event, yes. For nothing, no.
Okay. Well, my answer was never. So. All right.
It's because his answer confused me.
I was very confused. So.
It sounds like a very confused question.
Yeah. Just a few confusing questions. From this list, what would be the worst pizza topping? Candy corn,
yes.
Milk Duds, Skittles, or pineapple?
It's going to be pineapple and candy corn.
It's going to be candy corn, isn't it? Because it just tastes like gash.
It's going to be pineapple for him for sure.
Well, now
I know
that
he hates both, so
I was going to say all of it, of course, but it does say from this list what would be the worst, and even I would have to say
pineapple is probably worse off than candy.
That either candy corn or Skittles would have to be the absolute worst thing you could possibly have on a pizza. I mean, think about taking a bite of pizza. It's all the melty cheese and the sauce and the soft bread and the crunchiness on the outside and all that, and all of a sudden this freaking chewy knot of...
Well, the milk dud would be the same thing, too.
But that at least could melt. The other stuff, that stuff is just petroleum-based things. They're not going to melt.
You don't think Skittles will melt in the heat?
I don't
You ever
think
tried
so.
heating up a Skittle?
I don't think I ever have, no.
We're going to have to try microwaving some Skittles and see what happens.
Hot Skittles!
Let's just see what happens.
Everybody's
done that out there.
Wouldn't that be amazing if we invent something? We got Skittles pizza. It becomes huge. Everybody has to have Skittles
Dude,
pizza.
Didn't you see what was that movie with Adam Sandler?
It's Skittles Rainbow Pie.
It was Skittles and Oreos for crazy eyes. What? Wow, Mr. Deeds. You're not an Adam Sandler fan.
No. Number 9. For people who love Halloween, what would be the worst costume to see on Halloween night? For people who love Halloween, what would be the worst costume to see on Halloween night?
Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's going to be Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is correct.
I didn't even cheat.
I didn't even hold up. I did not hold up a cue card. You just knew. So
I'm psychotic like that.
Finally, pumpkin bucket or pillowcase?
Oh, pillowcase for shizzle.
So Martin, man.
I'm guessing this is to collect sweets, or as you would say, candy. So it's going to have to be pillowcase.
Absolutely, a whole lot more. And there's no plastic crappy handle to break and lose your candy. No. And folks, that has been just a few questions.
Exactly on time.
Wowzers. We got 1 minute.
We got 1 minute. 1 minute to say happy Halloween to everybody. Gramps, I hope you have a wonderful evening. You know, don't scare the kids too much.
Can't guarantee that.
It's a beautiful day here in the high five state. The sun's out. I'm going to take the race car out driving.
Nice. It's absolutely peeing it down over here, so no.
Yeah, that was us all last 2 weeks, so whatever.
All right, so folks, I want to thank you all for tuning in for the Halloween edition of Inside the Mothership. I'm Alien Stone.
I am T-Unit.
And I am Samad Martin.
Until next time, beware of the beast who comes out at night named Karen.
Yeah.